Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Who's Your Single with Dan Cronin from Fat Ball Guy Racing at Fat Ball Guy Racing on Twitter. Let's get right to it. The first pick five, as usual, at Turfway Thursday night is very tough. So I'm going to go to a single in the first leg, and if I get beat, I get beat. I'm going to go ahead and single, and then I'm going to spread like mad in the second and third leg. I'm only going to take a couple of them in the fourth and a couple of them in the fifth because I think the fourth and fifth are the races that we don't need many in. So I might as well get aggressive. I like the 11 in the first. Eddie Keneally, we love one start horses. That's our thing at Fat Ball Guy Racing. Firsters and one start horses are where the money's at. And I think this horse for Keneally is bred to fit here perfectly on the drop, has the perfect post on the outside with speed. Cannon's fine. Keneally's good. The drop should help. He ran at Churchill first time out in a decent race. There's nothing in here. I mean, there is nothing in here. If this horse can run at all, I think he's going to win. Pleasant Destiny, the 11. Of course, Ravelli's got a couple in here that could win. Um, I don't know. Tomlinson's got a one-start horse from Indiana. They made this horse favored of Sims. I don't understand that line at all. But he did at least come from Churchill, but he showed nothing, showed no speed. He ran at the same level as the 11 and showed nothing. So at least the 11 showed speed. So I think I'm going to be in front when they turn for home. We'll see if Pleasant Destiny can just draw away and win easy in the first. Now, I told you in the second, I'm taking a bunch 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm taking all of them numbers. And then in the third, same type thing. I like the four the best. It's 6-1, but there's a bunch in there that can win. Fourth race, I'm only going to take a few. I think one of the ones you want to make sure you have on your ticket is the one Oya again. I know he looks terrible. He looks terrible. But seven synthetic races, he's got 3 seconds and 2/3. So maybe he can blow up the board at a decent number. I'm not that wild about the favorite in that race, so I think we could only take a few and still beat the favorite. And then in the fifth race, Two Sip Sally has been one that's been bet nonstop. So I don't know what happened last time, but it was at Keeneland against much, much better. She's obviously the one to beat. And then, you got a Wesley Ward firster and you got a Dougie Cowan's horse on the outside. I mean, I don't know where else you could go unless you're just stabbing for a few prices. Maybe the 10 for George Arnold or maybe the 9 for McCarthy. But then the ticket gets too big. So I'm single in the 11. I'm going real short in the fourth and fifth. I'm hoping to catch lightning in the second, third. That's the way I'm playing the early pick five. Now, the late pick five, you got a couple options, I think, for singles. In the sixth race, I don't like the favorite at all because, again, the favorite's on the rail. Going six, that's just not me. I don't do that. I mean, I'm not taking that horse at all. If that filly beats me, she beats me. I'm going to take the seven, Laura's Charm. I know the trainer's ice cold, but I really do believe she knows what she's doing. She just don't have great stock. But this one is good. This one's a solid horse. Running 80s and 70s and sitting on the outside. If this one takes to the Tapeta, I think Laura's Charm could be, a $10 winner as a single. So that's one to consider. Now, if you don't trust Lacey Pierce, I get it. There's other races that you could go to, and one of them's the eighth race. I think in the eighth race, Winston Wolf could be a possible single. You got Cannon for Victoria Oliver, 50,000 non-winner or two at Churchill, only get beat 2 lengths at 22-1. This is an easier spot, I think. To me, it's 30,000 non at two at Turfway. The one and two look awful. The three can't win. The five looks awful. The six shipping in from Monmouth. The seven just broke his maiden. The eight from Churchill, he's got a chance. The nine's from Churchill, he's got a chance. Uh, the 12's from Churchill, but he's in the parking lot. It's hard to win from the 12 hole at this distance. Going a mile at Turfway, it's really hard to win from the 12 hole. So I think Winston Wolf could be a possible single. There's no definite look at, oh man, that's the horse I have to single in the late pick five. It's just not there. There's a bunch of 3 to 5 to 1 shots that got chances. They kind of look like they could be singles, but they're not the ones that you would just say, all right, I'm gonna bet my lungs on this one. But Laura's Charm in the sixth, Winston Wolf in the eighth would be my two choices. Pick one of them.